Good evening. Welcome to a special report of Concord High School basketball with newly hired Coach Jason Stowe. Welcome home.
I'm happy to be here.
So what's been going on with you other than watching your son play basketball?
Just working the kids out, getting acclimated to the school, and trying to figure out the schedule for the summer.
Getting acclimated? Your name's on the wall in the gym. You shouldn't have to get acclimated too long.
It's been a while. It's been a while, man, but I'm happy to be back.
Yeah, it's hard to believe you've been out of school 20-some odd years, ain't it?
That's a long time.
Yes, it is. You can see we both getting a little of that right there. So, but start off, Coach. What does it mean for you to come back home and coach at your alma mater?
Man, it's a dream job, you know, and just implementing and installing the system that I ran under Coach Bowe with me, Jeff, Sean, Edmund O'Neill, Matt Allen. You know, just getting the kids back, you know, to playing that way and having fun. Just having fun while they're playing on the floor.
Yeah, we've noticed that, you know, myself, you know, covering a lot of games, I've noticed that the intensity and the pressure in the basketball really in the last couple of years hasn't been there. And I know that's one thing you're big on, that Coach Bowe, you know, when we were both here at school, Coach Bowe was big on pressure on the basketball, and I'm sure you're going to do some of those same things.
Oh, yeah. And that's some of the things we're working on in the workouts now. Everything is game speed. If we're on the track, it's game speed. 4-man workouts is game speed. So just getting the kids used to that, because when we start practicing, that's, you know, that's how it's going to be, up and down.
And that's the way the kids need to, you know, I'm sure that you're running sprints to get them, you know, conditioning for the end of the game situations.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we lost a lot of games last year on free throws, so you're going to address that with them, I'm sure, at practice. And,
oh, yeah.
you know, you got an elite point guard, you know, Rashawn Black Jr., you know, coming back. But how do you feel about some of your returning players?
Like I said, at this point, it's all defense. You know, if you're going to have to be able to guard 84 feet, you know, we're going to share the ball. But like you say, you know, Rashawn's about 6'6" now.
Good gracious, he's already grown.
Yeah. Ray Kowalski is about 6'3". You know, Alon is, you know, he never gets tired.
Yeah.
And, you know, Hamzer, of course, when they get back from the football team, he's a great athlete. But we have a lot of great athletes. So that's why I think it's important to get up and down so we can get all those guys in the game.
Do you think any of your JV players that you're going to move up is going to, you know, contribute for you on the varsity level, or are you just going to leave them at the JV level?
I think several may contribute right away, especially PJ. I think with him being a great athlete and the defense that I want to install, I think it'll be an asset to him.
Yeah, and you know, we see PJ on the football field. You know, he, like you say, he's a really great athlete. What are your goals in the off season, mainly, you know, to get your Spiders ready? We
have one goal, and that's to be the best conditioned team in the state of North Carolina. And that's what we're working on right now.
Okay. And what are your expectations coming into this season? Are you expecting state championship right off the bat? Are you expecting just making the playoffs, finishing tops in the conference? Because you know Robinson's lurking over there.
My expectation is, like I said, defend 84 feet, share the ball, and I want the kids to have fun. You know, I think everything else will fall into place if we do that with the number of athletes that we have.
Yeah. How many? Speaking of numbers, how many returners do you have, and how many? Has it been a big turnout since you come back? Or?
Well, as of now, nobody's made the team. So as of now,
you're the only one that's made the team, correct?
Everybody has to try for the team, and you know we'll go from there. But as far as the turnouts, it's been pretty decent. Well, yesterday we was on the track, so I didn't have a lot of people come out then. But as far as the 4-mans and weight room, it's been a pretty good turnout.
And I think that's going to be one of the biggest parts that you're going to see different from Concord basketball that we haven't seen up until now is you guys getting bigger and stronger. I know when you guys played here, you know, we played like Oak Hill, had, you know, Jerry Stackhouse and all those guys. Yeah. And you guys were able to compete with them because y'all were physically strong.
Yeah, we lost at the buzzer.
Yeah, yeah, you know, and you know, lost at the buzzer here a couple times in Reimer Gym to them. So, but I think our teams are going to be physically stronger this year with you being at the helm. And what are your assistant coaches doing? I mean, are you picking up all new assistant coaches? You're going to keep the same ones you had, or?
Well, right now, me and Coach Kruger are in the process of interviewing guys and thinking about, you know, if we're going to put somebody as a head coach of the JV, and he be my lead assistant, or he's going to stay on JV. So right now, we're still in the process of trying to figure that out.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's what you got. That's above my pay grade as a coach. You know, there's been and I'm sure you've read it. There's been a lot of, you know, speculation out in the community of, you know, are you the right man for the job? Yeah. You know, and I kind of made some people mad on Facebook. You know, you're the right man for the job. You know, that a lot of former players and alumni and classmates of yours think you're the right person for the job because you played under one of the greatest coaches ever. Yeah. You know, Coach Bo Brookles. Yeah. But you're proven, you know, at the AAU ranks with Jalen and those guys. And I think you could go step in and keep Concord basketball where it was, and I think you can take us to the next level and possibly win a state championship or two.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a difference when you put the jersey on, sat in the locker room, and ran out on the floor. So it makes a difference when you've been in there, you know how you should play, and you know how you was expected to play. So I think, I think I do well. Just once I get the kids to buy in to the system, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, and I don't think that's going to be a hard job for you. You know, getting them to buy into your system. I mean, you're a pretty approachable guy. You know the game of basketball. Somebody's in trouble. But as far as students, are they making the grades? Are you going to set a certain criteria that they have to make? I know the state requires something, but are you going to set a team goal of like a B average, C average? Yeah,
well, that's one of the first things that I really wanted to find out was the kids' grades. So I got in touch with Coach, assistant coach. He got me all the grades, and I addressed that right away. So that's the most important thing, is the grades.
Yeah.
So my expectation will be a certain grade point average, you know, once I can sit down and look at all the grades. So the grades will be important.
And as well they should. You know, got just one more question for you, Coach. Do you think that the fans out there are going to be excited to see Concord basketball again? I mean, because I know being in the stands, it was kind of like they had lost that lackluster a little bit, you know, my personal opinion. But do you think the fans are going to be, hey, we're not expecting Coach to come out and win 25, 28 games, but we're expecting him to, you know, to compete with Robinson because they're supposed to be the class of the conference this year. Yeah. And do you think you're going to bring that excitement back to Concord basketball? And tell us how you plan on doing that.
Well, definitely, because like I said in the beginning, we're going to play hard. We're going to go out for every we're going to play up-tempo style offense, and the kids are going to have fun. So you're looking to score a lot of points and hold all the opponents under 50 points. So that's our goal.
And do you expect your first year out you're going to make the playoffs? Is that a realistic goal, or you just want to let the chips fall where they may?
I mean, well, this is Concord, so my realistic goal is to win a state championship.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the goal every year for Concord basketball and football and, you know, every sport here. But Coach, is there anything you would like to let our viewing audience know? You know, we're averaging about, you know, basketball games anywhere from what, Mark?
1,000 or more.
1,000 or more viewers. Anything you'd like for those 1,000 viewers to know other than your coach, your Jalen's dad?
Yeah, in the community, I'm known as Jason Stowe's dad, so hopefully that'll change and, you know, just come out and support the team. I think you'll like the brand of basketball that we'll be playing this year.
And this has been Chris Hudson and Mark Clemens on the special report for Concord High School basketball.